Thank you for joining me. Brand new day, Monday, brand new week. Hope you all well. Hope everyone is safe. Prayers for Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina. The floods have been really astronomical. Uh, Western part of Florida upwards, uh, near the Queen, hours away. And we want to pray for those people because they need our prayers. Prayers for those who are helping in any way, first responders, and also prayers for those who have perished. The number count is about 60 plus, 64 plus. Some sheriff deputies have passed away. Also, some prayers. Asheville, North Carolina, right next door. It's not good. It's not good at all. Hello, 70 people. Thank you for joining. This is my journey. This is my truth. As most of you know who follow this content of this network, I've been having issues as of late trying to court, trying to date. So this will be a continuance of my journey with dating and life in general. Whether the topic is about me or whomever or something I experienced, something I saw. Boy, if I could tell you what I saw last night, because I didn't tell all that during the live late this morning. But maybe at a later date, I'll share something with you about what I witnessed last night when I was out, or early morning. It's not pretty, it's not nice, but it's life. So Mr. Professional has decided to pull the same stunt, lie, deceive, manipulate, not be authentic. And that's what I'm coming to see. Hello, Scott. That's what I'm coming to see with the men that I decide to let into my periphery. There's no truth to anything that they're saying. And it's just baffling to be dealing with adults, number one. I'm not dealing with a child. I'm not breaking the law by, seeking out a child. I'm seeking out grown men, or let's say I'm reciprocating to grown men. So a grown man has approached me. A grown man has tried to put in a bid, but the grown man is a liar. He's a manipulator. Hell, I'll just say you're a thief. You're a thief. Whether you get my heart, don't get my heart, you're a thief because you're not being genuine. What is the problem with being genuine? Just say what you want. You don't have to pretend and talk in circles and tell me what I want to hear so you can do what? Get close to me? Get in my pants? Because that seems to be where this is going with most of these men. And it's not just the men I've talked to or encountered or dealt with personally. It seems to be a conglomerate of men in general. They don't want anything. And I see this all the time in stories I hear from women, stories I even hear from men. They don't want anything. They have no intention of trying to bring anything to the table of substance. And it's ridiculous. Like I said, if I want to engage in just having sex with somebody and we have that understanding, that's different. But you come to the table as if, I like to get to know you. Let's do some things. I want to go out, spend some time together. But yet, it never transpires. The only thing they want to do or say is, well, can I come over? Can I stop by? Or I'm passing through. And it's like, okay, so you're already telling me you don't want to do anything. You don't want to go anywhere. That's my true test for a man, to see where his mindset is to say, well, let's go do something. If the first thing he says is, well, I just want to come to your house, I just want to come see you, you're already telling me you don't want anything. That's test number one. You don't want anything. You want to come here and do what? We're already talking on the phone or video chatting. What do you want to come here for? What do you want to come here for? Talk about what to me. That's what the phone is for. Real talk. We can talk in my home or your home after we have gone out. Let me keep that real. Show me what you're made of. Show me you can spend some money. Show me you know how to walk out in public and act like a decent person. Show me you know how to conduct yourself as a civilized human being. That's what I'm looking for, because you got to have that, right, in order to see what you're working with. So you don't want to go out in public. You're telling me something right there. You either don't want to spend any money or you don't want to be seen with me. You got some shit going on. You got a friend, a side piece, a wife, a girlfriend. You got something. Hey, eventually talk. Don't want to tell me where you live. That's another red flag. My father told me that many years ago. Always find out where he lives. And that's very pertinent. You need to know where a person lives before you even start giving out your address. Because that's how it's going to start and that's how it's going to end. And I've told my fans this 1,000 times. How you start is how you finish. And that's why Mr. Professional and I have nothing going on. Because it started with bullshit. So how did I think it was going to be positive? It wasn't. Right now, I don't know where he lives. I know the area. But that doesn't really mean anything, right? Because I haven't gone there. It's just you saying, oh yeah, I live in Farragut, blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? For all I know, he could actually live somewhere else. Although it didn't take him long to get to my home a month or so ago, or weeks ago, when we were talking on the phone, and he was, I could hear him getting ready, because naturally you can hear the echoing in the background, so it sounded like, he's in a structure. But 12 minutes to my place would lead me to believe, okay, he does live, near you. And then you can live on either side of town going 12 minutes by interstate, damn near, depending on how far out you live in each side of town. So he's living, west of me, whatever. So, okay, 12 minutes. But that doesn't mean I know where you are 12 minutes away from me. That's my point. That's my point. And then, of course, you'll throw out little things when you're conversating, try to see if they'll trip up about where they stay. So I remember we were talking about the Dollar Tree the other night, and I said something about, oh yeah, you need to go there and get some pilot lighters, to light candles with. And I said, oh, you can go right over there in Turkey Creek. They have a Dollar Tree right over there. And he was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll stop over there. You're right, they do have a Dollar Tree over there. So that lets me know he's familiar with the area. Because for him to agree, he'd have to know that Dollar Tree is over there by the Walmart, so on and so forth. So it's those little things that help you try to decide if what they've been telling you is the truth. But nonetheless, Mr. Professional has fallen. He's fallen short, like way short, if you understand what I'm saying. It's not come to the table complete. So as Skylar would say, and I don't like to say it out loud on a live stream, but obviously sex is all he wanted, of course. We can talk around it. I really don't have to say it. Most of you are thinking it anyway. Most of you will say it in the chat. Well, that's all he wanted. But guess what? Newsflash. That's all they all want. So it ain't just Mr. Professional. We make that clear. It ain't just him. He's not the only one that's came to the table with no substance. And I'm looking at myself, and I'm looking at my pictures on my profile. I'm looking at my pictures I post to platforms here, Facebook, IG, and what I'm trying to tell myself is, what is it that they're seeing in the picture that says, yeah, I want you to come to the table lying to me? Because I don't think I need to check my photographs. Because there's nothing provocative in my pictures. I ain't bending over, I ain't shaking a tail feather. My boobies ain't hanging out. See where I'm going? I ain't got my tongue hanging out my mouth to say, oh, I'm free, I'm ready, come on. My profile is specific as it can get. I made sure to give a winded profile to tell the men what I'm looking for, and yet you still come to the table with this bullshit. I said I don't like truckers, yet you still message me knowing you're a truck driver. I don't want a truck driver. I can't deal with the motherfuckers that live here, so what I want to talk to somebody that don't live in my jurisdiction? I already know what that's about. You just want some sex. We're going to keep this real. Anyway, yeah. Well, social media is social media, sweetheart. Everybody is the problem. It ain't got nothing to do with YouTube, Facebook. We are our problem. We make YouTube, we make Facebook, we make the date sites. As I've said this 1,000 times. We are the problem. The site is just a site. YouTube would have no validity without us. That's why it's called YouTube. Facebook, same thing. Without a face, it's nothing. Instagram, same thing. Your Instacart pictures is you. Other than that, it's just an app. There's no value. We make the value of social media. Just like what you bring to the table, it's the same thing. I say this all the time. It's not about the date sites. It's not about YouTube. It's not about none of that. It's about who you are as a person and what you are bringing to the table, such as what my content here. It's either for you or it's not for you. Point blank. You either like it or you don't. That's the point. It's relevant to you. It's not relevant to you. As I was saying, this shit is ridiculous. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's the same BS. Now, he's probably sitting somewhere thinking, oh, she'll come around. She likes me. She's attracted to me. She's physically attracted to me. She like me. She like, me, what? My body, whatever. He's going to toot his own horn. And guess what? I'm tooting mine. I know you like me, but you don't like me enough. How about that? You may like something about me, whatever that something may be, but it ain't enough to sustain us because you don't want it to be an us. And as I told him the other day, you're a single person and you're gravitating, let me take this back, navigating as a single person. So your mind is of a single man, not a man trying to date. Because you see, you have to put yourself in that position. It's like when you watch sports. Each sportsman, sportswoman has a position on the field that he and she have been given. And their job is to perfect that position. Well, it's the same in life. If you want a certain position, you've got to perfect it. You have to perfect it. So he's not navigating on dating time. He's navigating on, I'm single, I'll do what I want, say what I want, show up when I want, and she'll either take it or leave it. And that's what he wants me to do, is to be broken down. Because he already told me he's on an ego trip. He's on an ego trip with the date app. He's on an ego trip with the buying the women and the beating with the other guys, or however the process goes. He's letting me know that. It's an ego trip for me. So my thing is, if it's an ego trip to be buying Angela, I'm worth $5 billion in this goofy ass arena, then you're going to be that same person in trying to date me, right? How would they be different? They're not. As he said, you're mine. So I'm looking at it as well. You're saying I'm yours because you bought me on the date site, or you want me to be yours? I'm confused. But right now it don't matter, right? Because he didn't follow through yesterday. Had me sitting around waiting all day. Got dressed last night, didn't show up. Never called to say sorry. I'm not making it. I don't feel good. I'm sick. I'm drunk. I'm nothing. So I had to use deduction. Okay, he ain't coming. So if he thought I was going to sit here and let him get through a phone line with another lie, another excuse, another apology, I'll make it up to you, hell no. This is why I told you all before, we were never going to go to Pigeon Forge. Because if you can't pick me up and you live 12 minutes away, how are we going to go an hour away? I'm not a fool. I'm a lot of things a fool I'm not. If you can't pick me up 12 minutes away, you are not getting ready to come pick me up and take me an hour away. How are they different? They're not. And I told him that a moment ago. What is going away out of town going to do? You can't even pick me up here. So what's the difference? I don't know why he couldn't understand that. Because he was running game. I don't have no intention of taking you out. I don't have no intention of going out in public with you. I don't have no intention of taking your ass for 54s. I'm just trying to hold on to you because I need something from you, which I would just assume, yeah, it's my body. Okay? But like I told him, you can go get that somewhere else, sweetheart. There's somebody out there, she can oblige you with what you really want. Because I don't think you want to be honest about what you really want. You're not really wanting to date because you're used to your life. You're chasing the bag. You're trying to build your career. At 47, you're trying to assess money, clients. That's your goal. You're not trying to talk to Queen. You make time for your friends on the weekend. Those are the people that you are dedicated to. You're not dedicated to me. You've made no attempts in almost 2 months to be dedicated to Angela. And that's the point. And he is not the first. He is not the first. And sadly, he probably won't be the last. And I'm just over it. How can I put faith and trust in what a person has to say when every time you talk to somebody, it's the same bullshit. It's the same lies. It's the same deception. It's the same going round and round and round in circles about texting, calling at a decent time, returning texts, returning phone calls. If you can't even return phone calls and texts, we have nothing. That's just the bottom line. I'm not going to sit around here and wonder what the fuck you're thinking. Oh, well, I guess he's okay. I guess he's alive. Same thing. One of our friends is going to be buried soon. Had a car wreck. Turned over in his car here in Knoxville. And yet I tell you this, which I shouldn't have to tell you in reference to you returning a phone call to me when you get home to just let me know you made it. You know, common courtesy. Let me know you made it home. It's raining outside. It's dark. You can't say, let me call her to let her know I made it, even though you say, oh, get ready to order some food. This is our conversation while he's driving, which we know, it's not good to be distracted while driving. So hurry up and get off the phone so he can order his food. So you mean to tell me from the time you made that order, made it home, I guess got your delivery, within 1 hour you were done? I want you to think about that for just a second. In 1 hour you were done. From the initial phone call of, I got to get off the phone, go to order me something to eat. I'll call you when I get to the house. 1 hour later, nothing. Not a phone call, not a nothing, not a nothing. Next morning, oh, I'm so sorry, my phone was dead, the battery, the GPS is going crazy, blah, blah, blah. So what you trying to blame the battery on the GPS? See, with him, it's always something. It's always an excuse. It's always something about a damn cell phone. A battery. I fell asleep. I had a headache. These are all the excuses I've heard from him. Oh, I had a horrible headache. Oh, I was sick this weekend. Got food poisoning from my friend's house. They're watching a football game. Oh, I got to golf. Oh, I'm golfing. Oh, I got to go travel out of town. Remember that a couple weeks ago on a Wednesday night, Queen wanted to go out? All of a sudden, a client was sick, might be passing away, he had to fly to Florida. Naturally, Queen went Googling, couldn't find a ticket going in that direction to Florida, the area, Fort Lauderdale, wherever he said he's going. See, it's just one thing after the other. So then he has an excuse with that. Well, I use a private jet company when I fly out, blah, blah, blah. And the first thing I told myself is, I am not getting ready to go call this company the next day and say, hey, did you charter a jet out from Knoxville, McGee Tyson to Fort Lauderdale or wherever the place was? Hell no. Because, yes, the company exists, but it to me was just a line to throw out. Even then I said, oh, hope you have a great time. Hope you're safe in Florida, blah, blah, blah. He's acting like, oh, you're trying to get smart ass. Well, just saying. Hope you're safe. Hope you have a safe trip down there. That's where you went, allegedly. Why wouldn't I say, hope you had a safe trip? Because you probably didn't go to Florida. You did not want to come pick up Queen after you got home from work. You did not want to go out to get something to eat, which I don't understand, because I'm looking at this motherfucker like, damn, don't you eat? You don't ever eat out. You don't go to the movies. You don't eat out. You don't catch a game. You don't do none of these things. But on the weekend, you do these things with other people. But you ain't gonna do it with me. Yeah, I'm in my feelings because this shit is ridiculous. And it's like each person I attract, they are all the same, some similar way. Short, tall, fat, young, older, whatever, it doesn't matter. They are all evenly yoked in the bullshit of the fuckery, which is lying. They're all deceptive. They have no intention of trying to get to know me or any other woman. So if you're doing it to me, you're doing it to some other cookie out there. She's sitting by her phone waiting for a call and a text. She's waiting for you to pick her up. She's waiting for you to give her some money. She's waiting on something. Hell, she's probably waiting to screw you. I'm just trying to navigate peacefully. I can't even do that. Message after message after message from different men on the site. Like one sent the message I read today, and he's texted hi or something, and then the next line was, I don't bite. I didn't respond because what's the point? You have a picture of a truck for your profile picture without a human being in the picture. Then you hit that picture so you can see what other pictures he has, and there are no other pictures in his profile. And yet you want me to respond to that one fucking photograph of a pickup truck. Decent looking pickup truck. Decent pickup truck with rims on it. Blah, blah, blah. Who gives a fuck? Why am I going to respond to a photograph of a truck without a human being? For what reason? Because that's telling the story right there. Now I got to ask you, why don't you have a photograph? I refuse. I did it maybe a week ago with a guy. 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, you don't have a picture. Where's your photograph? So then he sent the picture. I looked at the picture. I wasn't enthralled. I made, light chit chat. I'm not interested. Hello, Peter. Thank you for joining me. I'm really not interested for that very reason. You don't have your photograph up here. Why not? Is it because you have a girlfriend, a wife, several women, what? You on the run, what? And then you don't live in my state, more than likely. You live somewhere else, probably Alabama, somewhere like that. I think I've probably talked to this person before, briefly. So I definitely ain't gonna know what you got going on. You don't even live in my state. And I ain't trying to find out. And then some people can say, well, Queen, how you gonna meet anybody if you don't want to talk to anybody from out of town? Because I'm looking at common sense things first. They don't want to even show their picture. I gotta inquire about a picture. I shouldn't have to inquire about your picture. My picture's up there. I'm not trying to hide my face. You want me to put a picture of a rose up there and think you could be interested in me with a picture of a rose or a fucking me? It's just ridiculous. But this is what it's like out here. And it doesn't matter where you meet them. Let me make that clear. Because a lot of you love to beat that horse about the date site. Where the fuck you think these people come from, Jupiter? It's not some secret society that gets on the date site. If that's the case, you can say that about Facebook, YouTube, it's all the same. Everybody is everywhere. They work beside you, they're your friends, your family. They might be your own damn mate with a profile. You know how many men I've seen with a profile? And they had a woman. Yeah, let me make that clear. Had a whole woman, whole relationship, and got their fucking picture visible on a date site. Yeah, I said that. And then got the nerve to get in my inbox talking about what you doing out here. No, baby, what you doing out here? I'm doing grown folks things. You worried about the wrong thing. But I'm noticing it's a trend, and it's been going on for some time. I attract men easily. That's not the problem. I'm easy on the eye. The problem is substance. Being about business. That's the problem. They come to the table with this woe is me shit. I can't find nobody. I'm looking for somebody. I want to see where it goes. I want to be friends first. Well, we already know you need to be friends first. Say that. Say that friends first mantra shit. And that's an easy way to get hoodwinked too when they start that friends talk. Well, I just want to be friends first and see where it goes. No, you don't. And I said that to somebody recently. How are we friends? Because our friendship has got a bump because they got other shit going on that don't concern me. So you came to the table, friendly, we're talking, and now it's null and void because your own shit you got going on. As I said, it don't concern me. So now you looking like Mr. Professional to me. And that's what's so funny about people, that how you start, as I said, is how you finish. And what starts out as something attractive in the person, at some point, it's no longer attractive. Let me say that. Because if you push sex to the side, if you venture into that arena, you push that to the side, you compartmentalize and you put the sex by itself. You got to separate that or your ass will be out here acting like you're on crack cocaine. And we definitely don't want that, do we now? So you start chopping up the features and qualities that are no longer appealing to you. Such as not spending time, not talking, not conversating, not doing anything of value. That's got a way higher than the sex, you see. Because as I've told many men, I get sex anywhere just like you can. And you probably been doing it. That's why you ain't got no damn woman. Because that's all you're trying to do is screw. Anybody can get sex anywhere. You can get sex for payment. Hell, you can demand sex for your own damn body. But the point is, if you're not really wanting something from someone, then it's just a game, it's just a ruse. And that's really all I'm saying with these different men, either on the site, off the site. It doesn't matter where I meet them, okay? I'm an actual human being that walks outside the door, and common sense should tell you, I meet men everywhere. So it ain't even about the date site either. It's just the point, they don't want anything. They don't want anything. And like I said, when your conversation is always about coming to my home or going to any woman's home, you're already letting a woman know you don't want anything. That's sign number one. Well, maybe I can stop by. For what? You want to stop by for what? I know what my place look like. I'm not trying to be up in here. That's the point. I'm trying to go outside. What I'm talking here for? We can talk on the phone. Well, I'll come over there and we can talk. Once again, talk about what? Talk about absolutely nothing. Talk about what we are doing or ain't doing, ain't going nowhere. Because it can't. And that's what I'm attracting lately. Just bullshit. People that are just attracted to the queen physically, but they're not trying to bring any substance to the table. They're not trying to court me. They're not trying to date me. They're not trying to take me out. They're not trying to spend money on me. They're not trying to do anything. They just want, I guess, quick sex and get the fuck out. Well, go where you came from. Just find it somewhere else. Am I a human being? Of course. Do I want to be pampered, have affection from a man, treated like a lady, talk too nicely, sexual relations? Of course, I'm human. But it's got to be more than physical, because physical don't pay for nothing. You're just getting temporary feeling of feeling good. That shit ain't gonna hold up after 30, 40 minutes. Because now somebody's ready to get their britches on and get the hell on. Somebody's putting on socks and shoes, they gotta go. Oh, gotta get over here, gotta go do this, gotta do this. Because you ain't the priority. I definitely have not been the priority. And nobody's getting ready to be running up in and out of here. Like this is a motherfucking brothel. Because I'll tell you to your face, if you want it to be that, you need to pay me. How about that? Yeah, I said it on the live stream. Why not? That's how you want to come to the table. That's how you want to treat me. Then pay me. Fuck all that talking in circles about, oh, we're just having a good time. Oh, so now it's a good time? I thought you liked me. Ah, now you can tell on yourself. This is why my daddy told me, let them talk because they'll eventually tell on themselves. Exactly. Just say that's all you wanted, baby. And let me decide if that's what I want to do with you, is just let it be strictly sex, and that's it. And the one thing I've seen, characteristics from these men that I'm meeting, they all got something similar and something different. One's affectionate, one ain't. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a problem for me as well. And Mr. Professional, he didn't strike me as affectionate. And that's a very big problem. And as I said yesterday in that live stream, or this morning's live stream, I can't see anybody with him. I can't see a woman dating him. I can't see a woman married to him. I can see why he's not married. He's a gaslighter. He likes to talk that psychobabble shit and make it feel like everything's your fault. I thought to myself, that's the reason why you don't have a wife now. It's the very reason why you don't have a wife. And I know it's way more than what you're telling me. She couldn't have kids and she felt bad. No, you probably made her feel bad. Because you're good at that. You're good at that gaslighting shit. Because I'm looking at you now at 47, and you can run some game. He don't raise his voice, he don't curse, he don't get crunk, but he knows how to talk and twist them words to make you feel like you're the fucking cuckoo bird. But see, I already know better. I'm not the cuckoo bird. As I told him the other day, quit trying to switch shit. You don't want to own your part and you don't follow through, so now you want to make it seem like I'm misreading what you're saying. My perception isn't right. That ain't what you meant. Oh, I apologize. But he's real quick with the tongue in a real eloquent way, let me say that. Okay? Now, the one I was attracted to, that ain't hitting no shit out. Because now he got a tiptoe. Hey, to each his own. But what you're not going to do is gaslight me. And you're not going to make me feel guilty because I don't want to be bothered with your ass, or I don't want to talk to you, or I don't want to cater to what the fuck you want from me because you're not offering me nothing. And hell yeah, I want to ask you, are you happy? What's going on with you in your situation? Because you don't seem happy. So if I'm getting a perception that something is not right in your wordings, yeah, I'm going to ask you. And really, I'm looking at all these men as of late, the ones I've been dealing with here recently. I don't see that none of you are happy. How could you be happy? One's a narcissist. He's chasing a bag like he's fucking Madoff. The other one, he's tangled up, but attracted to Angela. But yet he's happy. Well, you're so happy, then how are you attracted to me? Yeah, I'm calling a spade because I can. This is my shit. This is my journey, and I don't have to sugarcoat nothing no longer on a live stream. So whoever the fuck is listening in, you make sure you get an ear fucking full. And this is not directed to anybody in the chat, so let me make that clear. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of this back and forth with these men. All this mumbo jumbo talking, gaslighting at every turn. Don't want to offer you nothing. Don't want to spend any time. I would just prefer you just be honest and just say, I'm not looking for anything from you but a physical situation. and then let me respond. Let me respond. But don't come to the table like, oh, I like you, I'm attracted to you, I want to see you. But then as soon as we try to set up a time, it's just really you want to come here where I live. No, honey. No, I want to go outside. I want to go outside the box. Like I said, I know what my place looks like. What do we need to do in here? Nothing. You want to put up something in here? You want to help put up some hang some curtains? You want to help hang up some pictures? Since you want to be in here so fucking bad, why don't you do something in here? Why don't you bring some gifts in here? Hey, I saw this at Home Goods. I saw this at Ross. I saw this at Rooms to Go. I'd like to deliver this to your house. Do you mind? Oh, sure. The door will gladly open. Since motherfuckers trying to break their neck to get up in here. Why don't you bring a gift? I'm most definitely my daddy's child. Because he taught me well. Have I fell by the wayside? Of course. But at some point you get tired of this lying down and realizing I ain't got no business down here. Let me get my ass up. Because this ain't where I'm supposed to be. And ain't nothing for the gutter but trash. And I ain't about to lay in the fucking gutter. Just to say, what? Oh, I like somebody? Oh, I like him. You know, just like my family members were saying about both of these cats. Leave them alone. Run. Just run. Because it's just a game. All of it. And I am seriously thinking about taking my profile down from the date site because I don't see that going anywhere. Like I said, I don't rummage through the profiles. I don't readily message the men on there. I usually respond just out of being courteous. If they say, you know, hey, how are you? If I decide I want to respond, I might quit back, hey, how are you? But other than that, I'm not even interested in just the physical. And I get it, it's more than physical. Because obviously that's why the guys are messaging me, because they're looking at me physically like, oh, I like what I see. Oh, yeah, I like your conversation. But after that, it ain't nothing else but, yeah, won't lay up. I'm more than that. I'm a human being with feelings. I'm a human being with emotions. I'm a human being with drive. I'm a human being that has goals. You can't see me in that arena, then we don't have anything to talk about. So you go back to doing whatever the fuck you were doing before you saw me. Before you saw my photograph, before you talked to me, then you go back to doing whatever the hell you got going on. So if you got a cat, a dog, a wife, a girlfriend, 2 side pieces, 8 side pieces, your best bet is to go fuck with them. Spend that bullshit with them. Spend those same lies and trajectories to them. Because I'm tired and I don't want to hear them no more. That's something I'm over with right now. Are the excuses of why you can't talk, why you can't message, why you're busy, you gotta walk the dog, you got to do this. Man, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm over it. Because I do deserve better. I am worthy. I am queen. I earned that name. Somebody gave me that name, queen. I didn't give it to myself. But I'm fed up. I'm tired. This journey it's ratchet. It's old to me. Last night when I went out, this guy walked up behind me and he said, I've been listening to your content, queen. And I turned around and I was like, oh my gosh. So we hugged and everything. And I was like, you really been watching? He said, yeah, I listened to you. And I was like, oh wow, that really made my night. You understand? To hear somebody walk up to me and say they listened to my YouTube channel. That shit hit me. You understand what I'm saying? Days when I don't want to be up here, days I don't want to make a video, don't want to do it short. I'm also on a Newsbreak app, so I'm trying to, divide that time between doing both. And it's starting to really just, it's getting too much to do because it's a lot of work. People pick and choose what videos they want to watch, what content they want to thumbs up. It's all the same. But in that moment, last night out, or late this morning, early this morning, when he said that to me, he came up and he said, "I listened to you, Queen." Man, that was special to me. Because it made me feel like I'm not just up here talking, to be talking about whatever the subject matter is. And a lot of you like what I bring to the network, and I appreciate that. Some people like what I talk about, some people don't. But that's YouTube, Facebook, so I'm saying, you don't got to listen in. You don't like what people talking about, then tune out. You ain't got to be rude, you ain't got to be nasty, then get the hell on. It's not that serious. But in that moment this morning, I felt worthy. Do you understand? And it really shouldn't be somebody telling me they like my shit, they watching me. I'm supposed to feel that anyway. But we need validation from time to time. We need it. Everybody needs it. Hey, you're doing a good job. Hey, you're looking good today. Hey, you're sounding good today. Hey, I like what you're doing. Hey, I'm proud of you. And I'm that type of queen. I'm a congratulator. Okay? That's me. And when I was looking in the room last night at all these old crazy looking ass black folks in the room, I'm thinking the same shit I was thinking so many times going out. A lot of these folks lifeless, hopeless looking in here, but they in here trying to have a good time. You understand? And I also saw some signs of shit that was still the same when I was out last night. Crazy looking bitch sitting at the bar, frowning and moaning. I thought, damn, I ain't seen you about a year and you still on the same shit you were when I was last in here. When was I last in there? January? Days before my birthday? I didn't even know who she was. Her back was to me. Still frowning and moaning. Looking like she lost her best friend. Well, you gotta come to the bar feeling like that. You should have stayed your ass at home. I had a bad night too, but you see I got out in the streets because I'm worthy. I wasn't about to let nobody shake me down. You motherfuckers got all this shit going on in your lives, but you want a piece of Angela. But you trying to deal with me and you want a piece of me, you're really trying to bring me down. Because you think, well, you got something that I want. And that's what you're thinking to yourself as a man. I got something Queen wants. But what you don't understand is what you got, I can get somewhere else. So whether it's you pat me on my shoulder, you congratulate me, sex, I can still go get that somewhere else. That's what you understand. You're not favoring me by deceiving me. Maybe in your thought process, you don't know the difference. But you're not showing me favor by in the same breath deceiving me, lying to me. Because, a man will tell you anything. Oh, you're pretty, you're this, you're that, you're smart, you're witty. And then you fall for that shit, the next thing you know, you're unrolling yourself. And all you're doing is getting a little piece of sex, and that's it. And then after that, they go on their way. Shoot, fly, shoot. They're gone. Then what? Then you're back to your vices. You're by yourself. There's nobody there to talk to. There's nobody there to hold your hand. There's nobody there congratulating you. They done got on to whatever the hell they got going on. And Mr. Professional, ain't no telling what the fuck he got going on. He got a dog. Well, are you kissing your dog? Because I sure hope you ain't kissing and making love to your fucking dog. Because you sure ain't trying to do right by me. So what you got going on? A girlfriend? A side piece? What? What you got going on? What do you have going on? And the other one, well, we already know what he has going on. But I don't think he's happy. He's questioning why I'm asking that. I'm asking because I'm trying to figure out why you're attracted to me. I have every right to ask. You can't tell me not to ask, and you can't expect me not to ask. I have every right to ask. If I think there's something in your conversation, in your disposition that's not forthright, I have every right to ask you. Are you happy? Are you a happy person? Are you happy with this person? Shit, are you happy with your life individually? Let's keep it real. Are you happy as a single person, singular? Whether you got a partner, wife, whatever. Are you happy with you? Maybe that's what I should have said. Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with where the fuck you are going? With or without her? And I probably should have asked this professional the same damn question. Motherfucker, are you happy? Because you can't be happy with this shit you doing out here. But maybe you are, because you on an ego trip anyway, like you said. You buying me. It's an ego trip. I'm worth $5 billion on the date site app. I'm yours, as you said. You're mine. Oh, you own me now. So you feel like when you came over here, you were putting your stamp on Queen. Yeah, I done bought you. You're worth $5 billion. And now I want you physically. I want you to be mine. You're mine. Because I own you. So I was confused at that. You own me because you bought me on the app, or you want me to be yours? Who the fuck knows? Because I'm dealing with a narcissist, so, you know, you don't even know how to even comprehend what the hell they're talking about. It's like talking to somebody from fucking Mars. A fucking alien. And I'm sure he's sitting somewhere trying to figure out how he can get back in. Or he might be saying to himself, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and leave her alone. She's figured me out. She knows I don't want anything. She knows I'm not trying to offer anything. I lied by saying I was going to help her out, pay her bills. I just really wanted to get next to her physically. That's it. So she realized that now. She'll probably never call me back. She blocked me. You motherfucking right, I blocked you. Because that's the devil's way of trying to get you to go right back in. Calling, leaving messages. I apologize, I'm sorry. What I did was wrong and all that old bullshit. And then you stupidly let some time go by, ignore them, then you fall right back in and message them, and then I'll be right back where I started. Nowhere. Just talking on the phone and texting. And him popping over here when he feels like it. But other than that, we're not going out together. You're not taking me to meet your friends. You're not taking me to meet your clients. You're not taking me out on the town. So I'm your little hidden gem. You know, like I'm a fucking concubine. No, honey, I'm nobody's concubine. I ain't about to be no side piece shit. Or just your sex partner, whatever. No, and motherfucking no. If I want to be that, then I will make that decision. But you are not getting ready to make it for me. Hell yeah, I'm pissed off because I'm sick of this shit. These black men I've met, they could be way more than what they're bringing to the table. It's like the last one that I messed around with on and off for 3 years. He could be more than what he brings to the table. He's so fucking chaotic. You literally have to be smoking meth to deal with him because he's all over the place. Up and down, emotional. One minute he acts like he don't give a fuck about the world. The next minute he's crying. And I would look at him and say, if people could see you right now, they'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with this Negro? What is he crying about? Because he's crazy. She's a crazy ass black person. One minute he's acting all hard, acting like he's a fucking thug / gangbanger, then the next minute he's fucking crying. So I'm sitting there looking like, what is wrong with you? Get it together. You have skills. You have carpentry skills. You can make a decent amount of money to sustain yourself. But he can't because he owes back child support. Yeah, I'm telling it all. So what kind of life would I have with this person? I don't want to carry the weight being with a grown man. But as they say, if you care for a person, this is what you would do. But you have to also be realistic. Is this the life you really would want for yourself? A person who's obligated financially with owing the state money. Of course not. Because all the burdens are falling on you as far as paying for things, paying bills, paying for food, paying for luxury. All the money's going to be coming out of my pocket to do things. And I don't want my money to be solely taking care of me and a man. That's why I itemize my bills now. I don't like owing people. So I don't go here and accrue shit. I don't give a fuck if I don't got nothing. I ain't getting ready to owe nobody no money. I'm not about to be listening to myself cry and moan why I can't afford to pay this and pay that because I done went down all these damn bills that I can't fucking afford. So I'll do without certain things until I'm ready to make a sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, to pay the due bill. But I don't want to be taking care of a grown-ass man who actually has a job. And crazy, this is my old flame. Oh, I can't get the words together for that one. He's obligated too. Because he owes back child support. So he's always broke. So he says. Now, he never asked me for anything. Let me make that clear. He never asked me for anything. Anything I gave on my own. If I wanted to offer him something, buy him something, a gift or whatever, he never asked. Never called saying I want anything because he doesn't like being in that situation. He's made that known. The reason why I don't like asking a woman or anybody for anything because they won't do nothing but use it against you. And I get that because people will. My problem with him is this same MO. We met, date side, thought he wanted something, he didn't. Weeks and weeks of talking, then he falls off. Then he jumps back out and we're talking, then he falls off. That shit went on a few weeks into the summer of 21, and then we never saw each other again, heard from each other. He contacted me 4 months later, and I foolishly, responded, and that started this tug of war between us. Even, it being some serious shit between us. Where he would wild out, flip out, act a fool, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to get physical. And I was like, you need to see a therapist. You need to get some help because there's something wrong with you. So I don't want that. Although I still believe he could be a good person if he wants to, but he's not mentally in that place to be a substance to me or any woman. And he knows that because one, he has an attitude problem. He has some serious mental issues. He has mommy issues. He has a lot of shit he won't let go from his past as a child, and he's too old to be still harping on that shit. So that's not nothing Queen can do anything about. And this back and forth we have with each other, on and off, it's old now. But I can't even believe I allowed myself to do this on and off for 3 years for a human being. Now, yes, did I try to talk to other men while he and I weren't talking or speaking or seeing each other? Of course. Those situations never went anywhere. I think that my age, younger, it's all the same. They don't want anything. Yeah, that's how he is. Yeah, he wants you to get aggravated so he can have a reason for nudging you, pushing you, trying to act like, he's tough. That's what I'm saying. Those are characteristics that are not redeeming in a man. That could wild out, get angry, get physical over absolutely nothing because they had maybe too much to drink and now their mental psychosis is up at 100. That shit ain't fun. Now, fast forward. I meet Mr. Professional. He's decent looking. He's clean, very well manicured. I mean, this motherfucker is manicured. You hear me? And I was just thinking, oh my goodness. He's the perfect picture package. But that's all it was. It's just like a rap song. Tupac said that, paint a perfect picture. But the picture ain't perfect. Because he's a deceiver. He's good on paper. Tony, say your fucking name. Tony's a good deceiver. He's a good gaslighter. He's a grand manipulator. And I can see why he works with other people's fucking money. Just like he said, oh, I'm fascinated with such and such TV show, you know, how these people get caught up in these scams and get arrested, like Madoff and all that. He's fascinated with that. Well, he's fascinated with that because he works with other people's money. He's a financial planner. He deals with people's investments. He deals with your fucking livelihood. So hell yeah, he's fascinated. He's on an ego trip. He's thirsty for the bag. He wants to succeed in his field. I get all of that. But you're not getting ready to gaslight me and manipulate me and treat me any kind of motherfucking way because you're on some ego trip with the universe. I don't have anything to do with that. And I don't want no parts. And then you got the other one. I don't know what to say about that one. Nothing. It's nothing. Because I think he's got shit going on that he don't want to assess. And once again, that's not Queen's problem. Because if you can't own your shit, you can't own that you got some shit going on with somebody else, that shit ain't right. It ain't just no up and down bullshit. No, baby. It's something else going on. You got to own that shit. Because if it's attracted to me today, it'll be somebody else tomorrow. And that's what both of them need to understand. Ain't no man just waking up getting attracted to no motherfucking woman and you two ain't been together that fucking long. Yeah, I'm calling everything out. Because I'm fucking tired. Give a fuck about nobody else. The story is about Queen. The story ain't about none of y'all. What the fuck Mr. Professional got going on out here with another cookie? Don't concern. Mr. Such and such, the shit you got going on, it's not my fucking problem. Because you all came to me. I didn't come to you. I didn't come out the bag saying, woo, I like you, I'm attracted to you. Let's call that shit right. Let's call that shit what it's worth. If I'm attracted, I own my part. But don't try to make it seem like I chased you, came after you. Oh, hell no. So I don't even rock like that. Ain't no man right now can say, oh yeah, she all up in my inbox and my phone just messaging me randomly. The hell I look. Own your shit. You come to the table trying to talk to Queen, you need to already have your shit, all your ducks in a row. You ain't got your ducks in a row, we don't even need to conversate. I'm tired of hearing other people's problems. I'm tired of hearing all these woe is me bullshit. I don't want to hear nobody else's problems. I got my own life. And although I don't have a lot of problems like other people have out here because I'm not obligated, okay? That's one reason why my life is less stressful than most people. It's because I'm not obligated like a lot of you all are. And a lot of you do take on shit that you really don't need to be taking on. But you do it because you want to be obligated. You want to be Captain Saberhole. That is your choice. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be nobody's savior. Because I can barely save myself. So I don't want to save nobody. I like my freedom. And I'm going to harp on that. Because there's people out here I see every day who are in relationships, they're single, they're taking care of children, they're taking care of grandchildren, they're taking care of relatives, and they are miserable. They're on jobs they don't like, they're in need of money, their finances are fucked up, they're homeless, they got all kind of shit going on. Well, by the grace of God, I don't got those problems. I don't want them. But I don't want to be with somebody with a bunch of baggage. Let me make that clear. I don't want nobody coming to the table with baby mama drama, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife drama. I don't want no parts of it. Because I don't want to be in the abyss. Why should I be in the abyss and I didn't sign up to go down there? And I get it. Everybody has problems. But I don't want it. I went to bed today at about 2 o'clock or before 2 o'clock. I slept probably 7 straight hours. I got up at 9 o'clock tonight. Come on with it, Queen. You can do that when you're unobligated. And I make no excuses. What did I tell you in one of the last lives? I love the fact ain't nobody in my motherfucking ear about nothing. And maybe that's why Mr. Professional, he don't want a woman. Because he don't want to be bothered. He don't want somebody complaining, where you at, why you didn't do this, why you didn't answer the phone, why didn't you call? I get it. But what I also don't get is why you trying to pretend you want to talk to a woman when you don't want to do the steps to try to meet and greet and see where it can go. So just say you just want sex and that's it. Let the woman respond accordingly. So on my journey, this empty journey of foolishness and nonsense concurrently, it seems, I am unobligated. I don't have the problems most people have, and I'm grateful and humble for that. But I also made the sound choice not to have those problems, okay? So I'm not taking care of nobody's child. I'm not taking care of adult children. I'm not taking care of small children. I don't have foster children in my care. I don't have a dog, a cat, a monkey, a toad, a rabbit, a parakeet, a goldfish. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a side piece, new piece, old piece. I don't have a concurrent sexual partner. Put that shit out there. I don't have no relatives that I take care of. Physically, mentally, financially. I don't have anybody banging on the door and need a fucking thing from me that's related to me and got a government name attached to mine. I don't got no ex-husbands, ex-boyfriends, nothing. Worrying me, calling me, needing nothing. That's my life. Unapologetically my life. And I love it. And I think about that everywhere I fucking go. From the front door to outside to the grocery store. Out this morning, I'm looking at people because I'm a people watcher. And I can look at the people and see the people who are jacked up, fucked up with a bunch of fucking problems. The reason why they're always in drama and trauma is because of their choices. So I have to tell myself that. You want to not have fucked up ass situations? Choose your company wisely. You got to know the company you with. You got to know that when you see signs that they're doing foul shit, saying foul shit, you're going to be a part of that at some point. We all have to own it. We have to own it. And I'm owning mine. I track fucking drama. I own it. I track people who are deceptive, people who lie, people who will not own that they're liars. I track people who are emotionally inept, emotionally childish and immature. They are emotionally unhappy beings and they refuse to own that they are unhappy. And I can't fix that for you. You're going to have to fix that yourself, but that's not my job. But what you're not going to do is try to take me down with you. Because I am worthy. And I deserve better. And I have to own the part I play with you. That I see the signs you're fucked up. And I don't need to be engaging with you. And if I see the signs that you can't follow through and you can't be about your word, because that's all you are worth. Let me make that clear to these motherfuckers. That's all you are worth is your fucking word. And if your word ain't bond, then you ain't hitting no shit. And if you can't call me, you can't talk to me, you can't message me, you got to tiptoe to talk to me and call me, then you can pretend you never met me. You got to make excuses to deal with me, talk to me. You can't visit me, you can't take me out. I don't need you. I don't need you. I'm not nobody's fucking whore. I'm not your sugar mama. I'm not your therapist, and I'm not your mom. I'm not your mother. I'm not your caretaker. I'm not your therapist. And I'm not going to be your concubine. I will choose what I will be to you. Nothing more, nothing less. This journey is tiresome. I'm tired. At 53, I'm tired. I don't have trust in people. I don't have faith in people. Because they always show up on some bullshit, perpetrating that they're genuine. So it is hard to meet somebody new and listen at them go round and round about who they are, where they're from, what they do for a living, how many kids they got, blah, 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 blah. It's like I'm sitting here waiting for the bag to drop because I know it's on its way. And that's a sad thing to think of when you are genuinely trying to assess people. And you don't want to go in thinking negatively that, oh, I know this is another one. He's full of shit. He's a liar. He's probably got 12 girlfriends, blah, 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 10 kids. How can I not think negatively? Especially with what I've dealt with in the past month now, almost 2 months. It's ridiculous. How in the world can I ever think positive about a man? Trust a man. Genuinely trust a grown man. Believe what he's saying. Value what he is saying. It's hard. And I'm just exhausted right now. I can't go a step further. I just can't do it. Because I don't trust none of them. I don't trust the one from 3 years ago. I don't trust this professional. And at this point, the other one, I don't trust him either. Because you're showing me signs that you can't walk in your truth. Because you cannot like me and be attracted to me and still not own your truth. So if you can't own the truth, then what use would you be to me? And what use would I be to you? Because I know my only use to you would be physical. And there's no way I can let that just be the only transaction. That you're getting more out of it than I am. No, that's not the point. Hell no, that ain't the point. I'm just tired. I'm literally, utterly disgusted, and I'm so tired. And I was telling myself here recently, I was like, maybe you need to start by dating younger men. But my spirit says that ain't gonna work out. That's definitely slippery slope. Because most of those men don't have their lives together. They're still straddling the fence. Over here, over there, fucking and screwing this one and that one, lying. You really be caught up in some drama. You're talking to men right now that are 50-something years old, 47, they're just as childish as a 12-year-old. So what you getting ready to do with a 35-year-old man, a 40-year-old man? Nothing. Same game. Different name, different day, same game. Same lies, treachery, buffoonery. It's gonna be the same. You're gonna start hearing shit. You're gonna start hearing excuses. You're gonna start hearing baby daddy drama, baby mama drama, cousin mama, sister drama. You'll start hearing all that. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, here we go. And that's something I definitely don't want. I don't want a man with a lot of baggage. I don't want a man with financial problems. I don't want a man that's got all type of kid, daddy, mama, cousin, sister trouble. I don't want none of that shit. Because I like my peace of mind. And I like my head clear. And I don't want to wake up to a drama. Like Cat Williams say, damn, we banging on bacon? Exactly. You got folks waking up mad at the world. And now you got to hear all their crazy ass problems. And you ain't even had a bowl of oatmeal. No thank you. When they calling you, it's drama. So it's like you talking to a woman, not a man. And I really think some of these people out here, they perfect drama. And with one, I think he might like drama. Because maybe there's more to the things he's told me that are not the truth to why he has all these personal problems as of late. That maybe you're putting something out into the universe to draw this type of bullshit in. Maybe you are part of the drama and you don't recognize that you're a part of the drama. Or you know you're part of the drama, but you like it. So that tells me a lot about you. Maybe I don't need to be in your company. You don't need to get in mine. So right now, my journey is about Queen bettering herself and her circumstances. And no longer catering to people who don't give two fucks about her. They're not concerned about her well-being. They're not concerned about her health. They're not concerned about her bettering her. Nothing. You're only concerned with what you can get from me, which is physical body. And I'm more than that. I'm not no fucking blow-up dog. If that's what you're looking for, then you need to go find it at your local girly shop. Or order you one online. Or, as they say in the street, love the one you with. How about that? Love the one you with. Because I got a feeling this professional, he probably got something going on with somebody here in Knoxville. I just ain't found out yet. And that's the reason why he don't want to go out in public, because he knows he can bump into that person or somebody he knows he has a woman friend, and then they might say, oh, hey, and got that look, deer in the headlight look. And I think we all know that look. Oh, they were expecting to see him with somebody else. Not you. Yes, I do, Peter. Peter, I told you to reach out to me on IG. You wanted to talk. You didn't send a request on Instagram. I don't know if you have an Instagram or not. But that's my journey, my truth. I will continue to bring you content on this network pertaining to breaking news, hot topics. I will try to bring you the latest developments pertaining to Sean Puppy Combs Monday, which is today. Today was my off day. I don't want to talk about anything pertaining to breaking news. I just want to chill and zone out. And that's what I do best. I stay in my damn lane. And I'm advising everybody, that's your best bet. And anybody that's trying to get close to the Queen, know that there are boundaries that I'm not going to just allow you to cross. Okay? Hey, honey, just talking it up. Hey, Jay. I'm not going to let you cross over. I think you just going to do me any kind of way, talk to me any kind of way, serve me up bullshit, and I'm supposed to just, suck it up like it's nothing. Like I don't have any value. I don't have any opinions. I don't have any standards. Because nobody's that special. I don't care what you got going on. I don't care if you got money in the bank, you got a nice car, you're handsome, you got a nice package downtown. What am I going to get in the long run? It's like I said, I can get sex anywhere. And I can get good sex anywhere. As a matter of fact, the one from 3 years ago, I've said it. He knows me from the tip of my toe to the top of my forehead. He knows me and I know him. Because we connect wonderfully physically, if you get my drift. So if I want to just be horny and hung up on something, I could try to find that one and dial that number anytime. Don't get it twisted. I let these men know. Don't ever think you are the whole deal. You bring something to the table that I can't get somewhere else. Because truthfully, I'd rather be entwined with the one from the past, because I'm used to that bullshit. Sad to even say that, but I'm used to him. And he knows me. He knows what I like. He knows what turns me on. So I ain't got to try to feed the next motherfucker no instructions. Do this, touch me here, do this. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got to do that. And I'm being transparent in this live because maybe somebody needs to hear it. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people get hung up and stay with people they know don't mean no good because you're used to them. And that's what happened with the last one. I was used to the bullshit. And I always tell myself when I deal with stuff like this, oh, so I got to go back to that? Because what I'm trying to chase out here and getting tangled with, it ain't no better than that. Another confused black man that don't know what the hell he wants. Or he just wants to just lay up and that's it. And I can tell you the truth. The one from my past, if he was to get it together, if he was to ever just focus for a split second, I could think of turning it around, saying, okay, let me see. But I know my spirit is saying, no, too much time has elapsed. He don't deserve you either. Because he's wasted too much time that he could have been bettering himself mentally, physically, financially, to where he could be of worth to you. Not you worthy to him, but him worthy to you. He's had that time. 3 years is a long time to fuck off and do nothing and make excuses. And still keep getting in trouble and getting all type of entanglements and shit with other women and just bullshit. He had the whole package. He didn't want that. So that's what I have to tell myself about him. He ain't worthy to go back around. Because he's wasted too much of your time. He's caused you so many problems, and financially and mentally, he's not worthy. And that's his loss. He has to sleep with that. And the quicker you move on past him, you'll be better off as well. So that's why I said, when I met Mr. Professional, I was really excited and happy to meet somebody different. So I thought than the other men that I have dealt with. I really wanted Tony to be different. And I prayed about it Friday. I prayed, God, please let this work. Let him be different. Let him show me he can act like an adult and follow through on his word. And this motherfucker couldn't even do that. After he had sat here Thursday, going on and on about, I want you. I want to talk to you. I want to do whatever you need. I want to help you out financially. All of that bullshit to have stand me up yesterday. All fucking day. This is how you treat a lady who's been there trying to support you and get to know you. Every turn I try to get to know you, you got an excuse. You got an excuse. Because he was showing me all along he was not interested in me in the way I wanted him to be. It was all a game. And the fact that a motherfucker can play this game on and off almost 2 months shows you he's diabolical. So it's deeper than just, oh, he's a loser, he's this. In my mind, he's sinister. Because what I can tell myself, just imagine if you was to get serious with this person, he actually took it to that level. Would he still be trying to be on the date site? Because I told him about that. You're going to have to get off of that. And he just said, okay. He didn't even argue. But he probably isn't. He's probably still on there bartering, buying women. Who knows? Messaging them. I don't know what he's doing in his spare time. That's the point. I don't even know where he lives. I just know the area where he lives. I don't know the street name. I haven't seen the house, the condo, the apartment. I haven't seen nothing. Don't really know who he say he is. That's another thing. And that's scary. They're very slow at growing up. And that's the whole point. You sit here and waste your whole life trying to date men from the time you get 18 And then you sit up here at my age, 47 years later, and you have nothing to show for nothing. And you're not even guaranteed to live to be 50. There are people right now who didn't make it to 50, didn't make it to 30, didn't make it to 40. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be this age? And this is all I have to talk about pertaining to men, or my rendezvous or situations of conversation that's just dead in the water of a lifeless, hopeless motherfucker who could be more than what he's representing. And that's what they need to understand. So it don't matter if they're black, white, Hispanic. You ain't got to be this trifling ass creature. You're choosing to be this motherfucker. So knock yourself out. Because what's sad is there's somebody in the universe that's looking for Queen. He's looking for me, wondering, where is she? I'm trying to find her. I don't know where she is. So he's muddying through the water, trying to find a woman, trying to find me, and God forbid, he's over in Uzbekistan, or he could be in London, and I'm all the way over here in the fucking United States. Wondering why I haven't met the one. How can you meet the one? As I said in one of the lives, what is love? What is it? I'm serious. Because I don't think many of us know what it is. We are just attracted to people physically. But I think that's just really about it. It's like the song from years ago, I Want to Know What Love Is. That song is worth revisiting right now. This mountain I must climb. It's like the world upon my shoulders. It's fucked up. It's disheartening is what it is. It's lonely. It's disheartening. It's baffling. It's chaotic. It's sad. Because you look at people who've been together for many years and you're wondering, my God, how did they sustain a relationship for 30 years, 40 years, 60 years? Everybody's journey is different. And when I look at how men act and the lies they tell, things that women do as well, and then you think back to what was expected of a man being the caretaker, the breadwinner, you know there was a deception even 30 years ago, 60 years ago. And the things that women put up with that she wasn't happy with, but she did it because that was expected of her. Well, I don't want to be that person. Because I know there are a lot of people who are married and they've been married a long time. They're not happy with each other. They just rode the ride because that's what society expected them to do. She was to be obedient, ride the ride. He took care of the family, but he wasn't happy in his role as probably a father, a husband, a caretaker. And he's never told anybody, I really don't like being this person. I really don't want to be responsible. And that's why a lot of men flake out. And they go out here in the street and they pick up strange women and have sex with different women and making babies with different women because they don't want to be responsible. They get in and they realize, this ain't for me. I don't want to be somebody's husband. I don't want to be somebody's daddy. I don't want to be the one paying the mortgage. Because that is a hell of a burden to carry. But you signed up for it, so that's on you. And if you think for one moment, I think I'm going to want me some different kitty cat by tomorrow, I think in 2 weeks I'm going to be disinterested in this lady, then you shouldn't marry her. If you're not ready to be a father, then you should put on a condom. Or you should ask your girlfriend or wife to use birth control. It's a two-way street. And stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Because that's how the world is built on now. And then you meet other people and then you drag them into your bullshit and expect them to be understanding of your fucking problems. In the world, we don't have to. And I think a lot of people don't understand that about relationships. You carry all this baggage around and you want people to just suck it up and digest it and you know, hold it in their belly. We're not built like that. And it's time for everybody to own their shit. Own the part they play. Just own your part. Because the world would be a lot better if people would own their part. Just admit, yeah, I'm flawed. Yeah, I'm fucked up. Yeah, I got fucked up ways. Yeah, I got a propensity to be grimy. Yeah, I check out from the world. Say that shit in the beginning so people know what they're dealing with. They'll know what to expect. Don't wait till you get in and then start saying, I flake out. I get angry. I'm violent. I'm a drunk. I use drugs. I like to have sex with different people. I can't be faithful. You say all that in the beginning. And then let that other person decide if he or she wants to deal with you or not. Thank you all so much for listening. God bless all of you. I'll be back with more stimulating content and commentary. Follow the Queen on Newsbreak under the same name, The Vault XL. Check out my shorts and videos. I have 3,000 plus videos to my name in the YouTube queue on various subject matters. And if you'd like to donate to this great network, $BigAngie, 129 Cash App. I want to thank you all for listening. Please check out the early live from this morning where I do show myself. Finally, I was dolled up from being out on the town and I decided to go live because I wanted to clear my throat. But I just want to say that whoever you are, whether you're a man, a woman, or a child, know your worth. Know your worth. But you don't have to put up with anything you don't want to. And if you're with somebody right now and you're not happy with that person, you should bow out. Do yourself a favor because in the end, you are first. Why cheat yourself and then why cheat somebody else? And just because somebody's a good person, what kind of bullshit is that to say? A lot of us are good people. What's your point? So if you're not happy in that place, in that moment, to where your focus is only on him or her, you know you should bow out. Stop making excuses. Bow out. And live your truth. Thank you all so much. Love all of you. I'll be back later with more content on Sean Puffy Combs Monday. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below this live. And I'll talk to you guys later. You've been listening to The Vault XL. Thank you.